Hi you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're gonna do a 10-minute get ready with me. Pretty much a quick tutorial on how I get ready on a daily basis. I'm gonna be using some of my favorite products, and I've started out with these eye patches. They're from Per Cosmetics, and they really help to depuff the under eyes in the mornings because sometimes I wake up with a swollen face because I do sleep on my stomach. These are the eye patches. They're called Mellow Eyes. They're hemp infused eye patches, and I really like the way they feel under eyes. It's just like so moisturizing, and while you have it on, it just kind of like wakes you up. So I love this product. I've had this on there for about 5 minutes already, so I'm just gonna take them off, and then these are disposable obviously, so you could just with your ring finger massage the rest of it into your face. I'm gonna start with prepping my face. I have nothing on my face except that under eye. I'm using the Tatcha water cream. I love this product because it's so light and my face is already oily as is, so I don't like to use a lot of heavy moisturizers. So this just works perfectly to give it a little bit moisture, but not really overdo the dew. So since I get really oily, my next product that I'm going to use is from Touch in Sol. It's called No Pore Blem Hybrid. You guys have seen me use this before. And I'm just going to do about 3 pumps. I do like to use a lot of primer because my face does get really oily. And I'm going to be out running errands today, so I definitely want to make sure that I'm not oily and I don't have to keep dabbing my face to get rid of the oil. So I'm just going to put this primer all over. And I like that this primer, you can actually put it all over your face. Some primers are really drying, so you can't use it all over. You need to only use it pretty much in your T-zone if that's where you get oily. But for this particular one, it has like a velvety feel to it, so I feel like it's really good for all over your face if you're someone like me who has that oil production all over. So next I'm gonna go into the Porefessional. Yes, I'm using 2 primers. This one I'm only gonna use in my T-zone area where I have larger pores. So the other primer is pretty much for my entire face, and this one I'm just gonna take a little bit of it and use it in what I consider my problem areas. I'm gonna go in with my Chanel Ultra Latent. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I really like this foundation. I used to really like this foundation a lot and use it all the time. I stopped for a while, but I just recently got one again. And I'm just gonna do like 4 pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna grab just like a little fluffy brush and just disperse this all over my face, and then I'm gonna go in with the Beauty Blender. Next, I'm gonna grab my damp Beauty Blender that I've already put water in and soaked it all out. You definitely want there to be a little bit of a squishy sound when you're pressing it. You wanna hear a little bit of a sound in there, water sound in there, because if it's completely gone, then it's pretty much too dry. And if you squeeze it out and water still comes out, then it's too wet. So you definitely want to be somewhere in the middle with that. And I always like to start off with my jaw area, blend down, and then continue the rest of my face because definitely need to go down my neck to blend all this in. Next, I'm going in with my Giorgio Armani, I believe this is their Luminous Silk Concealer. And this is in the shade, oh well, the shade doesn't even show, but if I find it, I'll link it down below. But I'm just gonna go under my eye area and just place it right there. I know some people don't like to use a lot of concealer. It's like a trend now where they put a dot and a dot. If I put a dot and a dot, it just doesn't cover what I want to cover. So that's for people who have like a flawless under eye area. But I'm just gonna blend this out with my Beauty Blender, and whatever's left, I'm actually gonna go on top of my lids because we're not doing a full eyeshadow look. So I don't need to put in another concealer or primer on my lids. Next, I'm gonna go in with my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Translucent Powder. I love this powder. I'm just gonna give it a couple seconds for my face to set because I don't wanna go in with this powder if my face is still wet. I'm gonna grab this, it's called Chiko Hodo. These are Japanese brushes that I bought a while back, and I really like how soft they are. This is one of their like fluffy blending brushes that I use for my under eyes. And I'm just gonna take that powder just like in the cap and start with the corners. This powder is really powdery, by the way, but it's really good. And I'm just gonna set my under eye area. I am not doing cream contour. I'm not doing cream contour for a 10-minute look because that's just too much time, and I feel like it should be a quicker look and a quicker routine. So there's no point in doing cream contour if you don't need your makeup. It will still last you for sure, but if it's not like a total glam look, I would definitely skip out on the cream contour part. It's just an extra step that you don't need every day. I'm gonna go in with another larger brush, and I'm just gonna set the rest of my face. Some people don't like to set. If you have drier skin, you don't have to set your face. You could use cream products if your face holds makeup. Again, mine doesn't because I'm super oily, so I'm just gonna set every single portion of my face before I go in with the bronzers and all that. I know I look super pale right now, but I'm gonna go in with my bronzer to give my face a little bit of life. And I'm using the Laura Mercier Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder. So it's really pretty. It has like luminous feel to it. And I'm just using just like a regular blending kind of brush for the face. And I'm just gonna set the areas that I want to bronze. So I've already set it with a powder, which is why I can now use powder on top of it. And I'm not doing like a contoured look. I'm doing more of a bronze look, which is why I'm just kind of roughly bronzing my entire face instead of, you know, concentrating on chiseling my cheeks and all that. So I'm really just bronzing my face. And then I'm gonna put some blush on and call it a day. I'm gonna go in with my all-time favorite blush from Dior. It's the Rosy Glow. And when I don't have time to put on a lot of makeup, with that same brush by the way, when I don't have time to put on a lot of makeup, I like to just use vibrant colors and pretend like I put in a lot of time on my makeup when I really didn't. And I'm not gonna contour my nose. I'm just gonna go in with this blush and bring everything together. I'm gonna squish my brush and just kind of go on my lids just to give it a little bit of a color, because I don't want the rest of my face to look bronzy and then my eyes to look pale. So it's just like a little bit of color all over. And then let's get into highlighter. For the highlight, I'm using the Dior Backstage Glow Palette. So I'm just gonna go in the apples of my cheeks. Well, not apples, but like above my cheeks. Next, I'm gonna do my eyelashes, and I'm just gonna curl them. I have this whole process whenever I don't have a lot of makeup on. I have this whole process of doing my lashes because I feel like I want my eyes to pop even though I don't have any eyeshadow on. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes. I really like to curl them, like press them a lot. And my favorite eyelash curler is from Tweezerman. I feel like their eyelash curlers are the best. If there's any other suggestions you guys have, leave it down below. This is the best one I found so far. And I'm just gonna grab my Per Cosmetics. I was actually just sent these recently. It comes with a primer and then the mascara along with it. And I am gonna use the primer first because I feel like it does make a difference. And it's just white like that. So I'm just gonna coat my lashes first. Next, I'm gonna go in with their fully charged, it's called Fully Charged Magnetic Technology, or Powered by Magnetic Technology. And I do really like it. I like the way it makes my lashes look, so. For my eyebrows, I'm using my OG, it's like a mess now, but I'm using my Brow Pro palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just gonna grab an angled brush and I'm going into the color Ash Brown and Taupe. And first I need to brush my eyebrows. So let me find a brush real quick. I'm just gonna use a spoolie to brush my eyebrows up. Make sure that any powders that I got in there are out. You can even spray some setting spray just to get all that out. But I don't have like bushy eyebrows, so nothing really gets stuck in them. I barely have brows. But I'm just gonna go into actually soft brown and taupe. I'm not gonna use ash brown today. I'm just gonna start from the middle. I'm not starting all the way from the front of my brows because I don't want the most concentration in color to be there, but I'm just gonna outline the bottom of my brows first. I like to use powder versus pencil to fill in my brows. I don't have brows, like I don't have full brows as it is. And when I was using pencil or the pomades, I just felt like I was losing my eyebrows, and I kept talking to clients who were complaining about losing brows and like their brows just getting thinner and thinner. And I finally was like, wait a minute, what do you use for your eyebrows? And 90% of the people who were complaining were either using the pomades or they were using, or pomade, I don't know how you say that, or they were using the brow pencils. I don't know if any of you have had that experience, but for me, the second I stopped using brow pencils, my eyebrows started growing back the amount that I had. Now I'm gonna go back in with the eyelash curler, and I'm gonna curl my lashes. I know everyone always says don't curl your lashes after you have mascara on. I've been doing it for like 20 years, so still have lashes, we're fine. So yeah, my lashes take about 5 minutes of the entire 10-minute routine, but definitely worth it because that's what stands out, I feel like, with a no glam. So I'm just gonna go in with some lip liner. And I'm blending it out with my finger. And then I'm gonna go in with this color called Exposed, which is really pretty. It's like a peachy nude color. So this is my look for just leaving my house, or if I'm going anywhere that's not like a big deal. I feel so much better just with like minimal makeup on, even if it's just quickly throwing something on rather than just going out looking like a mess. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future. Leave comments down below and hit that notification button, as my daughter says. I hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.